welcome back to my channel. Part 3. Let's hope this is the last part for the Parks and Rec blanket. So I believe it was yesterday I ran into a little game of yarn chicken again and I lost miserably. So I have here, as you can see, I still have the last row for this granny square, like literally the last side, and this was all the yarn, the yellow yarn that was left, and I still had a whole other one. And the thing is, I think it was just yesterday I bought more yarn and I was like, oh no, I'll have like enough of the yellow yarn, it'll be fine. I should have gone with my gut because I had a feeling. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be enough. So I went today, I bought more yellow. I bought more of the sky blue color, even though I'm done with it for this blanket, but I just want to have it just for like other projects. And I bought more purple because I don't think it's going to be enough. I still have all of these granny squares, and again, since it's the last color, it's going to take the most yarn to do those. So I just started the last row, like the actual last granny stitch row of the purple, and I have all of these done. But yeah, I don't think, it was just to be safe because I think it's enough and then it ends up not being enough, and I almost lost with the blue and this was the last bit that was left. So I'm like, you know what, I made the mistake with the yellow thinking it was enough, so I'm just gonna be safe and buy more purple. And if I didn't need it, that's fine, I have more purple. So yeah, I'm just working on that. I'm also in the middle of editing part 2 of this video. So I will definitely have this blanket done for part 3 because I'm almost done with all of them. Yeah, I just need the last little bit for this, and this stack is done. And then I just need the last few for this one, and that's done. And then I have 2 more sets of granny squares, like the colorways, and one of them I actually already started and I have a couple of them done. So yeah, so I'm making great progress. It just sucks that I wasn't able to finish it for part 2, but that's fine. But yeah, I already have some plans for the videos that I'm gonna make in between, which I will probably make 2 videos in between, like the last time for part 1 and part 2. I had 2 videos in between for those, so I'll probably do the same thing just to give myself that little extra bit of time just to be safe. And I have some ideas in mind for those videos, so I'm excited because I already just want to get started on those, but I do need to edit. Today's Friday, by the way. So I have all of today to edit. I started editing last night, the part 2, and I have all today and all day tomorrow. So I'm making good time on editing too. But yeah, and I'm just gonna keep working on these granny squares. I'm almost done, guys. It's almost there, like so close. I'm not sure when I'll update you next on my progress. Probably just a little later tonight. And then hopefully I can start stitching them together. I'm debating on how I want to stitch them together. So I don't know if I want to do it like how it is in the show, or if I want to do it like an invisible stitch, because I like the look of an invisible join for granny squares. The blanket from the show, it kind of almost looks like a chain, the way they're connected, like it's like a zigzag of like I think like single crochets across in between like the granny square spaces. And I just feel like in terms of structural integrity, I get a little nervous that like it might not hold up well over time, just because it's not going through every single stitch, just the spaces. And I'll test it out, of course. I'll troubleshoot, figure out which way I like better, but I think I'm leaning more towards an invisible stitch. But I also want to try to stay as true to the original blanket as possible. So we shall see. But yeah, I'm just gonna get back to these granny squares and I'll update you in a little bit on my progress. So, a little update on the granny squares. I'm working on this one right now. I'm almost done with it. And this is the stack I have left. These are all the granny squares I have left to do the final row. Now, all of these need green as their final color. And this is all the green I have. I'm definitely gonna have to get another skein. The amount of yarn I've had to buy and buy and buy and buy. I've had to go to Joann so many times to get more yarn because I keep underestimating how much yarn I need. It's crazy. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need another skein of that green color. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need another skein of it. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna buy a big, like one of the big twists is called Pound Plus. I think I'm just gonna buy another one of that because I do like the color. And I know I'm gonna need it to sew all of the granny squares together. And I'm not about to run out of another skein and have to go buy another one. So I'm just gonna get the big bulk one. And yeah, it's been a lot. So I'm just going to finish crocheting this granny square and then probably start heading to bed and just kind of sleep off this headache. It's not crazy, it's just like right here, it's just small. I probably just need to drink more water, honestly. If I tell my husband I have a headache, he'll just tell me, you need to drink water. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up this granny square, then probably go to bed. I will see you guys whenever I update again. I'm not sure when that will be. I'll probably update you when my video is done and like I'm, you know, rendering it and uploading it and stuff on YouTube. So I'll probably check in then and I'll let you know if I got any granny squares done. But you guys have a good night and I'll see you whenever. Hey guys, so I posted my video today. Definitely go watch it. I know how to put the little card here on the screen or whatever. I know how to do that. I think I'll have to double check with my video if it did work. But when I come back home, I will keep working on these granny squares. I still have, I think it's like about 14 left for green. And I'm gonna need more though. I do go back to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. This whole week I have work, so I'll try to see if sometime this week I can go and get more of the green yarn, which I think I mentioned already that I'm gonna get the big skein that's 1,000 yards, just because I realize I do need that color for some other projects and like gifts that I'm making. So it's better to just get the big skein rather than getting a small one and then possibly having to get another one. So yeah, I'm actually about to go out with Alex. We're gonna get some Chinese food. And then when I come back, I'll probably shower and settle down after I eat and then get to crocheting. I'd like to be able to just, if I had the time, I'd like to just be able to knock all of these out, all these granny squares, but I know I don't have enough yarn for that. Plus I need to join them all together. I'm gonna use the green yarn. But yeah, I will probably update you guys either later today or maybe tomorrow about my progress. Probably later tonight, if I'm able to get some granny squares done, which I should. But yeah, my video is uploaded. It's good. Stress it out the way. But yeah, I'll check back in with you guys later tonight. Good morning, guys. It is Monday, August 26th, I believe. It's like 7 in the morning. I'm about to head out to work, and I am bringing some crochet stuff, so I can try to get as many granny squares completed at work as I can. If I do have a moment alone at work at all, then I'll probably film a little bit me crocheting in a classroom. I don't know if there'll be an empty classroom that I can be inside of. If not, I can just kind of do it at the teacher's lounge while I'm eating lunch or something. But yeah, I'm about to head out, get some coffee and some breakfast at Dunkin', and then I'm also gonna bring a little extra yarn that's not for the granny square blanket, in case I want to do a different project, because I can't do just yet the project that I'm going to be working on this week for the video for Sunday, because obviously I want to sit down and have like an actual like intro for it, and I'm not about to do that now because I'm literally like about to leave. I just need to pack up my backpack and grab my lunch and like head out. But yeah, I will, last night, actually, let me update you real quick. Last night, I think I only finished one granny square because I was really tired. But let's see how many I can do today. I do need to get more of the green yarn, like I said. So if I'm not too tired after work, I think I'll go to Joann and get another one of the green. And if not, I'll save it maybe for a little later this week. Because I am working on a different project this week anyway, but again, I do also want to just try to get this granny square blanket done today, and if that's the case, or not today, this week, and if that is the case, then I'll definitely be able to upload this part 3 in 2 weeks rather than in 3 weeks, so only one video in between rather than 2. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm about to head out now, but I will check back in with you guys later. It is currently Tuesday. It's like almost 6:30 in the morning. I really did not get, I think I got maybe one granny square done yesterday. And I didn't go to the store either to get more of the green yarn because after work it was pouring rain. Like it was bad, like lightning and thunder, like full-on thunderstorm after work yesterday. So I just came straight home and the rain, you know, died down a couple hours after that. But I think because I was back at work and I was on my feet a lot of the day and I was just very uncomfortable, I took a nap, and when I woke up from my nap, my legs were in like so much pain and they were so sore. So I ended up actually going to sleep a little bit earlier too. Like I was already in bed by the time it was like 10 something. Like it was just past 10. So today I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot more rested because I took a nap and I went to sleep pretty earlier than I have been lately. So I think today I should be able to go to Joann and get more of the green yarn, so that way I can finally just finish up this project. And I think also today I'm probably going to start filming the video for this Saturday. Or not Saturday, I keep saying Saturday. I don't upload on Saturdays anymore. I upload Sundays. So I think today I'll start the video after work though. Once I come home, I'll start the video that I'm gonna upload on Sunday. And that should be fun. I'm excited for that one. But if I was able to record a little bit while I was at work yesterday, crocheting one of the granny squares. But I don't know, something about my job, it just like sucks the energy out of me and makes me so like so sleepy and so heavy-eyed. I can drink coffee and have food in my system, be well rested, and I will still like be at work and just be so tired. More specifically during this pregnancy, like it really just makes me exhausted. If I do get some crocheting done later today and I'm able to record, then I will probably record myself a little bit. If not, then I'll just see you after work, probably once I'm home, hopefully with more yarn. It's some hours later, after work and going to the store was just a mess. I went to Joann's to see if I could find, well, the one that's near my job, which that one is very small. Their yarn selection is not very good. Even the selection of big twists that they have is very, very, very limited. Like they don't have nearly as many colors as the other one that I like going to. So I went there, and I also went there to get some cash out. And so I didn't find the yarn I was looking for, so I decided to buy something else, like a little case for my crochet hooks, which I'm actually gonna return because I'm like, I realized I don't need it. I should have just bought a skein of yarn. They don't do cash back, so I was like, dang it. So then I had to go to Walmart, even though I didn't really need to go to Walmart to get cash back there. And then it was just, I was hot all day because the AC in my car doesn't work, and I had to have the windows down, and it was really hot today, and I was grouchy, I was grumpy. I was like, I want to go home. I'm tired of this. So I didn't find the yarn that I was looking for, that army green color. And I'm not about to go after work all the way across in the other direction of where I live to go to the Joann that I like, because my job is 20 minutes away from my apartment. The Joann I like is 20 minutes in the opposite direction of where my job is. So that would be like a 30-40 minute drive from my job all the way to the Joann that I like, and I'm not doing that. Because around that time it's traffic, and I would just rather be home and avoid all traffic. I could go once I get home and settle down and everything, but I'm starting work again, and I come home tired. Surprisingly today, like, I felt pretty good. I got really good sleep last night, actually. And I want to sleep fairly early, like between 10 and 10:30. But yeah, I'm not about to drive all that. So that means that I'm gonna have to wait until Saturday, possibly, to go to Joann to return the little case of crochet hooks. Well, it's an empty case, but it's 4 crochet hooks. To return that, because I realized I don't know why I got it. I was just in a rush and in a like, whatever. I wasn't really thinking. Pregnancy brain, we'll just say that. But yeah, so I won't be able to finish the blanket in these few days, but I will work on what's it called, the project that I have planned for this following upload for Sunday, because that's gonna be fun. So I think what I'll do right now is I'm probably gonna go shower and settle down for the night, and probably start recording that, because I'm very excited. I'm looking at the yarn, like the colors that I picked, and they're super cute. I'm missing a color though. I need to grab it from my yarn stash. But I need to double check first if it goes well with these colors, which I think it will, because it's a neutral color. But I'm really excited to do that. So yeah, so now I have to, and I'm like almost done with the blanket. I'm so annoyed, because I'm like, I was really hoping, and I was thinking too, I'm like, I really feel like this Joann is not gonna have the color that I'm looking for. They had other greens, but they didn't have the one green that I was looking for, and it sucks. And I'm like, if they don't have a big, like the value pound plus skein of it, that's fine. If they have just the regular one, they didn't even have that. So I really don't like that Joann. It's like super tiny. It's just not the best selection of stuff. So I learned my lesson. always go to the other Joanne. And it will have to be possibly on weekends. Oh, also, it's a long weekend. Monday there's no school because it's Labor Day. So that's exciting. So I get a little extra day to like chill at home and do stuff. Which, yeah, that's gonna be good. But anyway, I'm gonna leave you here. I probably won't update because I still have a good amount of green, but it's absolutely not enough for, I think, the 12 skeins that I still, or not skeins, 12 granny squares that I still need to do. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe 11, because I did get one done at work. It's something like maybe like 10 or 11 granny squares. So that's definitely not enough. But I want to keep working on it when I know I have enough, because I don't want to stop in the middle of one and not be able to finish, you know? It's going to be frustrating just like seeing, yeah. But this clip is going on for too long, so I'm going to end it here, and I will probably see you again on Saturday, unfortunately. Guys, we are in the home stretch of this granny square blanket. I have 3 granny squares left to finish off the last 2 rows of the green. And once I'm finished with that, it's just sewing all of the granny squares together. And then my husband and I can finally like cozy up with this blanket. I do need to kind of figure out how I want to sew them together. I guess I just need to double check how the pattern says they need to be joined. And then I'll figure out from there if I want to do it that way or if I want to do it a little bit differently. But yeah, I'm excited. 3 left. I finished like 2 or 3 just earlier. I don't know if I'm gonna do any more tonight because it is, I think, almost 10 or past 10. Almost 10, past 10, something like that. And I have work tomorrow. Today's Labor Day, so I did not have work, so I was able to sleep in a little bit and just chill. Our bathroom is still not fixed. It's been such a hassle. I mentioned it a little bit in the, what's it called? I'm looking at it right now. The book / Bible cover video that I made. I mentioned a little bit there about the situation. But yeah, our bathroom had a really bad leak. The upstairs neighbor's sewage water was dripping down and it got really bad. And like that whole bathroom just contaminated. And yesterday a plumber came by to like very quickly just patch it up because he still needs the parts, and the store he was at was closed for the Labor Day weekend. He's supposed to be coming tomorrow, I believe, Tuesday, to actually fix it. But my husband and I still are not going in there to use it until it gets fully fixed, leak and all the damage and everything, because it's really bad in there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed now because I'm tired and I have to wake up early tomorrow for work. I'm gonna take these granny squares to work tomorrow. I'm probably gonna finish them up tomorrow though. So I need to figure out another project to bring with me once I finish these. And the thing that sucks though, I have to bring this whole big pound of yarn, even though I'm only gonna use it for a little bit. So honestly, I might not even, but no, I want to bring it to work to finish it. I don't know. I'll see what to do. But y'all have a good night, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Maybe, we'll see. Y'all, the pregnancy brain is real. So these are my corners. My corners. Why did I do that? Now I have to go back all the way around and take this out. I don't even remember doing this. Why? What the heck? This is the last one, and I not once did this the entire time that I was making these granny squares. Not once. And I do it on the last one when I'm trying to finish it. The last one, and I do some silly pregnancy brain stuff like this. Like, what the heck? Hello guys, so I just came back from work. As you saw in the last clip, I finished the final granny square. Let me show you the stack of all the granny squares. Mind you, this is 70. Oh goodness, look at this behemoth of a stack of granny squares. Like, this is 70 granny squares, guys. I've been working on these granny squares since end of July, so just a little over a month now. So now it is time to join them all together and finally finish this blanket so I can use it and be done with it, because this has been the biggest project I have been working on since I started my crochet journey. But yeah, seeing the stack, it feels so accomplishing just getting to this step of completing all of them. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to like test out different methods of joining them, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna stick to the original one that is on the pattern that's also based off of the show. Because if you guys remember, I didn't really follow the pattern too closely, just because I didn't like how it was coming out. So I think I'm probably just gonna stick with how they're supposed to be joined, but I'll still mess around and see, you know, if there's anything else that I want to try, or, you know, anything else that I prefer. But yes, finally done with all of these granny squares. 70 granny squares. Like, this took me so long, obviously, while like working on other things and, you know, doing other videos and stuff, but this still took me a very long time. So I'm just gonna get to it. I'm gonna figure all of that out, and then I'll get back to you guys. So here are all the granny squares laid out. So to minimize the amount of ends that I have to weave in, because at every single granny square I already have to weave in ends. Like, you can still see some of the ends sticking out. So initially I was going to join single granny squares together for each row and then connect them all, but that's going to leave me with a lot of ends, like a lot more ends to weave in. So what I'm going to do is either row by row or by column, doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna go through every single like strip that's supposed to be joined together and join them together, and go down like that all the way until I get to the very end, and then I'm going to join them together long ways. And that way I don't have a bunch of little ends to have to weave in at the end. Again, like I said, when I already have all the ends for the granny squares themselves to weave in. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath because I was making sure I was sweeping and mopping this area and had it clean before I laid out all the granny squares, even though I am gonna wash it before I actually start using it. But yeah, this is what I have. I think it's coming out so stinking, it's beautiful. I love it. But yeah, I'm gonna get to sewing them or crocheting them together, weaving them together, sewing, whatever. And I am gonna stick with the original way that they're supposed to be joined, because actually I tested it out a little bit and I actually really like how that's coming, like how that was coming out. So I'm gonna do that. And then I will get back to you guys probably once I'm done, or if I have like any updates in between. And then I have to do the scallop edges all the way around the entire blanket, and then I'm gonna be done. And I'm so excited for that. Quick little update. It's only been maybe like at the most 20 minutes since I actually started working on sewing them together or stitching them, whatever. But this is how it's coming out. So as you can see now, if my last clip explaining how I'm gonna do it was confusing, I'm just going across and just stitching them all together, going up, and then I'll cut the yarn and then join this row with this, and then these with these, and just go all the way across until they're all joined together that way. And then I'll go across and join them in their columns or rows. I don't know, I was saying it backwards, whatever. But you get what I mean. So yeah, and I actually really like how it's coming out. It looks cute, and it's not adding too much more length either, just because obviously, as you can see, this blanket is huge. So having it a little chain like this, not adding too much extra like length is, I think, a good thing. And then on the edges, I believe the pattern said 5, oh, okay, so it's UK. She said treble, so that'll be 5 double crochets in each chain space. And I'm assuming you don't do a chain space in between those 5 double crochets, and that helps give it like a kind of like a scalloped look. So obviously once I get there, I'll kind of like figure that out. But yeah, I think it's coming out really cute. I really like the stitches. So the way I'm doing it, the way the pattern says, is starting out, you do a single crochet in the corner, chain 2, and then single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and then you just keep doing that back and forth. Oops. And I'm also, the way I'm doing it is I'm going in the front here, and then I'm going through the back of the granny square and grabbing it that way, not going in from this side, if that makes sense. So that way it's like in the front on top. But yeah, it's coming out, it's working, it's looking good, and it's really, like, honestly, I'm working it up pretty quickly. So I don't think this should take me, it should take me maybe at the most like 2 hours to do all this. And obviously doing the scalloped edges will take me a little while because that's going in the perimeter of the entire blanket. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to it, and I will update you guys once I have more progress, or once I'm done with the joining. I don't know. Guys, this is difficult. The actual crocheting is easy, it's pretty quick, but being 7.5 months pregnant, having a lot of pelvic pain, like today was really bad, and it still is, and it hurts any little movement, and the only big enough space that I have is on the floor. I can't figure out a way that makes it comfortable for me and efficient at the same time, you know? Because like I'm here on the floor, I was sitting on this pillow, but I was like crisscross, and it was very painful trying to get back up. And now I'm like trying to find different positions, but now I don't have cushioning and it still hurts. So I'm just trying to figure out how to do this, like I said, comfortably but efficiently. you know, in a way that's not going to confuse the order and like mess me up. But I'm just going to try to figure out how to do this so that I'm not in immense amount of pain. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to keep working on this. All right, I think I figured it out. So here are the granny squares already sewn together. And from here on out, since they are sewn together, I don't have to grab multiple granny squares at once. If that makes sense, I'm only grabbing one at a time. Here, I would grab this one to join it across and then grab this one to join it. But now that this row is attached, I'm only grabbing one at a time as I go rather than two. So I have them, I scooted them all down to be closer to me. So that way, as I'm crocheting and bringing it across my lap, I can just go and kind of reach down and just grab the next one and like sew it on, grab the next one and then sew it on. That way it's a little bit more comfortable. Now I'm, you know, sitting up, sitting on the couch, my legs aren't all bent in weird positions or anything, and I'll be a lot more comfortable. And I turned on the fan because I was getting a little toasty. The only thing that's a little bit annoying is the fact that since this is such a new skein of yarn, the center where all the yarn is coming out is still pretty like, there's a lot of friction, like it's not loosened up yet. So as I'm crocheting, it like snags a little bit and it keeps getting me out of like that flow. So I just pulled out a bunch, but I think it is starting to loosen up a bit. So that's good. But yeah, I'm gonna keep crocheting. Sorry, I'm so depressed for no reason. I'm gonna keep crocheting and then update you once I have some more done. Again, now that I'm comfortable, I can, you know, get through this pretty easily. All right, update time. I'm about halfway done with this first set of like stitches. I have 5 rows of granny squares done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I still have 5 more rows to get through. And then obviously once I'm done with that, I will stitch or crochet whatever the in-between rows. And then do the scalp edging. Oh my gosh, it's like I said, it's working up a lot faster than I thought, which is really nice. And figuring out the system helps it go by a lot quicker too. So I'm just gonna keep working on that, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update. Good morning, guys. So it is currently Monday, September 9th. I am done with the blankets. I finished it, was it yesterday? Yes, I believe it was yesterday. There's a few ends that I still need to weave in, mainly the ends from the magic circle in the center of the granny squares. I had some of them, but most of those still need to be woven in. But for the most part, the rest of the ends are woven in and trimmed and like, you know, cleaned up. So when I get back home from work, because it is currently like maybe 6:30 in the morning. I have to be heading out pretty soon. But when I get home from work, I will definitely be filming a clip of me showing the final reveal of the blanket, which I'm very excited for because that blanket has been maybe like a month and a half in the making. It was end of July, I'm pretty sure, that I started making that blanket. So yeah, it took a very long time. And of course, you know, I was working on projects in between, so that's why it took a while. But I'm gonna keep sipping on my little pumpkin spice latte, homemade. I had a little bit of pumpkin spice syrup left over, so I added that to my coffee, put some whipped cream on top, sprinkle a little cinnamon. It's good. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue drinking this and then, you know, finish up the rest of my morning routine and head off to work. I am gonna be bringing a project to work because I'm also going to be slowly filming some like Christmas gift progress. So right now I'm working on a Christmas gift for my mom, and I'm like halfway done, and then I'll be working on some other ones, and I'm gonna make a video about it that I'm gonna post like after Christmas, like just after Christmas. So I'll have that video, but I'm not gonna do it like a full vlog, like crochet vlog for like every single project. I'll probably just be doing like very small little updates for each one, and compile it all in a video, like a bunch of the different gifts that I'm making. And if I don't do any progress clips for each one, then I'll definitely have like at least a video showing all of the gifts that I made and crocheted for Christmas. But yeah, but that's, I'm filming it now though to get a head start, but that's, you know, for the future. Also, if you have not watched my video that I posted, I just posted it yesterday, but for you guys watching this, it was last Sunday. So if you have not watched that video, me crocheting a cover for my Bible, definitely check it out because I think it came out really cute. All right, but I'm gonna leave you guys. I'm gonna keep drinking my coffee and then head off to work. Oh my gosh, so the blanket is done. I'm out of breath because it took a lot of energy just to roll this blanket up because it's big and it's heavy. But it is done. I want to try to do one of those cool, like, letting it go. It's really big, so I don't know if it's gonna work because it's a lot for me to hold. But I want to do that cool, like, clip of doing, like, in slow-mo of the blanket unraveling. Now, I don't know if you can notice all the ends that I still haven't woven in. I've woven most of them. These ends that you see here, a lot of them are just from the magic ring, the center of each granny stitch or granny square. Now, just like the girls say when they're doing their hair, the back of their head is none of their business. How the back of this blanket looks is none of my business. So I'm gonna try to unroll it now and do like a cool slow-mo. I don't even know if I'm really in frame. I put my phone and a stand on the couch just to hopefully make sure that it's far away enough. Like I really don't know. I'm hoping it's good. But without further ado, the granny square blanket from Parks and Rec. It is so cute. Oh, I just smacked myself in the face. It is so cozy. It's huge. It is so nice and warm, like, but it's also still kind of breathable because of all the like stitches. But yeah, it's heavy. It's almost like a weighted blanket. Like this weighs a lot. Like I'm actually kind of tempted to weigh it and see how much it weighs. Also, I haven't measured it, like the final measurement, but I'll have it on screen of how much, like how wide and long it is. But yeah, and it's cozy, it's soft. This is Big Twist, and honestly, like having it completely crocheted together and like in a blanket, like it's pretty soft. Like I like the feel of Big Twist a lot, especially for like a cheaper like value yarn. But this video series is finally over. I finished the blanket. It took me, oh brother, I started it either end of July or very, very beginning of August. And right now today, so I finished it just yesterday, September 8th. Today is September 9th. So yeah, it took me over a month, almost a month and a half to do this blanket. Blankets are no joke. So I understand why people don't sell blankets, like crocheted blankets or knitted blankets, because they just take a lot of time. But again, I really don't know if I'm in frame. I hope I am, because I don't want to re-record this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini series of me going on this journey of making this crocheted blanket from what is now my favorite show. I'm sorry to everyone in my life who knows that I love The Office and loves The Office too. Parks and Rec, I think, stole my heart, and it is not my favorite show. The Office is still at least number 2, you know, but Parks and Rec has definitely taken first place. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked this little journey that I went on, and like I hope you enjoyed being on it with me, making this blanket, recreating it. I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you are and whenever you are watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.